Slide that under here.
Huh? Hold on.
This day ain't at this door. God damn. Trap fucking podcasting, boy.
Nah. Alright, I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah.
Shit.
Niggas said that was them yellow lights.
Yeah.
God damn.
Hold on, nigga.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, the police, nigga, that's no fucking bueno, nigga. But shit, I'm like, long as it's next door and not the front door, none of that type of shit.
What are these doing over here?
Huh?
Nah, that ain't mine. Alright. Mic check, mic check.
1, 2, what is this?
Okay, we got that.
Yeah.
Oh, you need this here.
Yeah. Shit, outside that'll be a freestyle like a motherfucker.
Freestyle king.
Nigga, I'm surprised you ain't fucking, what's the name?
What?
Mentioned the mixing nigga when we was doing, Cat vs. Dog.
Oh, cause shit, he ain't,
Well, he just hit you up or something?
He ain't did shit. Gotta do the product first, nigga.
Nigga said he might get a shout out on the next show. Nigga just gonna have to.
I'm gonna send when we finish. I'm gonna send him both of these.
Oh, okay, just to see what it sound like.
Yeah.
Can he like add shit?
Like what? Like
I don't know.
effects?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I heard the podcast where they was like talking and then they added like the music on the end. I was like, damn, that shit sound kind of cool.
They added music.
Yeah, like the niggas was talking about a song.
Mm-hmm.
And as they was talking about it, the song started playing. I'm like, I know fuck well they didn't have that shit queued up like that as these niggas was mentioning this song randomly. What's going on, Wardy? But yeah, I'm like, nah, hell nah. Ain't no fucking way. So, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Not saying
possible.
that I want that nigga to add music and all that type of shit, but just like the limitations of a nigga doing shit after the shit is recorded.
It could be. I mean, if it's pre-planned, like if like say if you talking about a certain thing, but I remember back in the day, man, when I was a kid, and like if we talk about it before, and you want to say back in the days, come on, I can have it queued up for when you start talking and just hit it, boom. You know what I'm saying? Or, it'll be more pre-planned out to do it while recording.
Yeah, or after the shit, like at that part when I said this, add this. Yeah, that's cool. Nigga figure something out. But the only thing with that is what we're gonna start fucking recording them a week in advance.
No, he his turnaround time is like a
day or two. 20 minutes.
Yeah, like 20 minutes.
God damn.
Yeah,
that's dope. Yeah, nigga, see what's up with that shit. Even though I be feeling like our shit sound dope, I think the only thing he could do is cut out the sirens and the burning rubber and ice cream trucks and shit.
Turn the East Side app off.
Hell yeah, nigga.
But I'm ready, man.
Yeah, shit, nigga, me too.
Let's do it. Make sure that's up. Let this nigga go by real quick.
For real. What, is that airplane? Nigga, we can do that as like a trivia challenge, nigga. What all sound effects went off on episode 32 of the Cat vs. Dog podcast? Oh, it was 2 dogs barking. I heard an ice cream truck, some burning rubber. Shit. And I think somebody rolled by on a Harley playing Flashlight by the Ohio Players.
Oh, shit.
And that shit'd be fucking crazy. Fucking ice cream truck really be sitting outside the house. Then when a nigga be hungry and wanting some ice cream and some shit, the motherfuckers ain't never around. You niggas only come by when motherfuckers is recording. Shout out to being in the hood where the ice cream truck roll by while it's dark outside.
Dark as fuck and it's fucking cold as fuck.
Yeah, like nigga, kids ain't fucking outside. What is y'all niggas doing? That's how you be knowing that these fucking ice cream trucks be selling dope.
Yeah, like nigga, we don't give a fuck. Fuck you and pneumonia.
Exactly, nigga. Bring your ass out here, get you one of these frosty freezes. Some fucking soft serve.
Did it roll by? It didn't roll by, huh?
It rolled past. I watched it.
Oh, it went that way?
It went that way, yeah. fucking ice cream truck. That shit dope.
Y'all don't have one over there?
Hell no. I wish we did. We fuck around, be their own. Ice cream trucks don't really fuck with white neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's true.
I live in the suburbs.
I mean, the first time I seen one roll through Pond, I said they got an ice cream truck out because it was just random, just popped up. We were like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, nigga, they don't fuck with the suburbs like that. We ready? I can still hear that shit too.
I don't think it's loud enough to pick up.
Yeah, I'm finna say it now.
All right. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, let me make sure. Okay, it's picking up. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Yung Dolemite of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with the super producer, Ben Ready.
Yes, sir.
How was your Thanksgiving, Ben Ready?
Thanksgiving was wonderful, man. It was wonderful. Got a lot to be thankful for this year. You know what I'm saying? Life, as we all, of course, number one. But, man, it's been a crazy year, but, thriving and shining, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, how about yourself?
It was good. Spent that shit, the first Thanksgiving in my home. So that was fly. My wife cooked and shit, was together with my kids and my wife. Basically my immediate family. The family that I created. So, that was cool. Just for the most part, spent that shit playing video games with Deuce and shit. Then ate dinner as a family, so...
What y'all eat? Y'all eat traditional?
Thanksgiving shit.
Oh, you did do traditional?
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't have turkey.
Okay.
So, ham, greens, dressing, Thanksgiving
yams,
shit.
Yams, mac and cheese?
Yams came later. For sure, mac and cheese, goes without saying. If you don't have macaroni and cheese, that shit ain't even Thanksgiving. Like...
Yeah, you gotta have... That's like the star. It's no longer the turkey.
Yeah, thanks. Macaroni is the new turkey.
Yeah.
That's the piece de la resistance or whatever the fuck they call that shit. Nigga.
Oh, shit.
The macaroni is definitely the Michael Jordan of the team.
Yeah, because niggas ask who made the macaroni, not who made the turkey.
Yeah, and it ain't never no leftover macaroni.
Never.
That shit be gone.
You better get that shit on your to-go plate.
Yeah, nigga, you got turkey for 2 weeks. You ain't gonna have no fucking macaroni left. If there's leftover macaroni, your macaroni wasn't good.
Make macaroni soup.
Yeah, nigga, that shit is that little last shit at the bottom of the fucking pan. Like, we had leftover macaroni just because we a family of 4, so we ain't even gonna be able to eat all that shit.
Right.
But if you had the whole family around and it's leftover macaroni, your shit is garbage. But anyway, to the topic, straight into the shits. This episode is entitled the Icebox Challenge. Shout out to my nigga Omarion. A lot of us, been having different perspectives on how he handled this whole little situation with Fizz and his baby mama. Mm-hmm. A lot of people was like, damn, if I was him, I'd do this. If I was him, I'd have did that. If I was him, I'd have did this. Now that we see what he did, if I was him, I'd have did exactly what he did.
The exact same way.
Like, nigga, he played that shit like a master fucking chess player. That shit, like, I gave him a standing ovation when I found out how he handled that shit. Because me, like, realistically, when I first heard about the whole situation and just his silence throughout the whole ordeal, it was like, damn, I wonder why this motherfucker not saying that. Because just, in the minds of most regular people, we like, nigga, if that was me, I'd have tripped the fuck out. Most, the average motherfucker would have been like, nigga, you got me fucked up. We'd have made a statement. We did an interview. We'd have made some Instagram posts. dissing the niggas. We'd, clown the baby mama and talk some shit. That nigga just played that shit smooth as a motherfucker. Like, I got to give that nigga the utmost respect for how he handled this situation, because he handled this situation a lot better than most people would have. That nigga was Bill Belichick in this situation. Like, he used his mind and not his heart. And that's pretty much what I want to talk about on today's episode. Using logic over emotion. A lot of people, when they get in situations where they feel disrespected, betrayed, or, in any way slighted, a lot of people react emotionally. He reacted strategically. And I got to give him all the props for that shit. Because that's not always easy. A lot of times you're in a situation where somebody steps on your shoe or bump you or something, and immediately your mind just go to, nigga, you got me fucked up. And we react. And this motherfucker played that shit as smooth as you can play some shit. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of motherfuckers in prison because of situations similar to this. Your homeboy is fucking with your baby mama. And as much as people are saying, oh, they wasn't friends, I don't give a fuck.
Feels like a business associate.
Exactly. If a nigga who lived in my apartments was fucking with somebody who they know is my child's mom, I'ma feel a way about that shit. If a co-worker do it, any nigga who know me, nigga, I don't give a fuck if we rode the same bus to work every day and didn't speak to each other. Nigga, don't go fucking with my baby mama, dog. Like, that's me. Like, that's just man code. Like, you don't fuck with nobody who you fuck with ex-woman. So it's like, that shit was just grimy all around. Like, Apryl and Fizz both fucking up. Like, y'all niggas in the red. And, he just didn't say shit about none of it. Like, he didn't make no statements. He didn't do no interviews. He didn't, a lot of motherfuckers do like subliminal disses and posts and shit that goes up on the Shade Room and Baller Alert and the blogs and shit like that. Like, he just played that shit smooth. Like, niggas, it looked like he didn't even know. He was the only nigga who didn't react. Everybody else had 1,000 opinions and that, what everybody do. Oh, if it was me, I'd have did this. If it was me, I'd have did this. Like, he did the perfect shit. He didn't get mad.
I wonder, was he building, like, is he trying to build like a some sort of a custody case, like with the kids or whatever? I don't know if he have full custody of them or whatnot, but like look what's going on here. Maybe she's the unfit mother messing with my friend. I don't know if that stand up in court or maybe he was just being quiet just for the simple reason of, like, nigga, y'all can do what y'all gonna do, but I'm gonna do this tour.
That's what I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like you can't call a woman an unfit mother because of who she sleeps with.
That's very true.
She's not harming the kids in no way. She's not doing nothing malicious, nothing like that. She just a slimy motherfucker. Like,
that one video, you can say maybe she was on some kind of drugs.
That was all bad. The one when she pulled her leggings up talking about this fat pussy and all that type of shit. Yeah, nigga, that's a terrible look. But as far as the whole situation with her fucking with Fizz, you can't use that in a custody battle because it's like, okay, nigga, you can't dictate who she sleeps with or who she get into a relationship with, even if she literally fucked Omarion's brother. Like, that ain't, that's not a thing that has to do with the children.
Right.
But I think he just did this shit because he like, all right, nigga, y'all niggas been having me fucked up for a while. Because from what I've heard, he don't get along with nobody in B2K. So this kind of just seemed like the straw that broke the camel's back, if you will. Mm-hmm. Like, you niggas didn't have me fucked up for the longest. From what I heard, during the last Millennium tour, she was coming to the shows to see Fizz. So, nigga, you already flagrantly parading this bullshit in my fucking face. And as much as I'm telling y'all I'm not tripping and I'm cool and all that type of shit, wrong is wrong. So nigga, whether I react to your wrong or not, you still fucking wrong. So y'all niggas was in the red. I had to do what I had to do. He didn't get mad. He got money. And that's a beautiful fucking thing. That's something that I want to be able to teach that shit to my kids. Like when somebody wrongs you, you don't always have to immediately react. Sometimes you got to let that shit sit for a while. And you go back and regroup. You go back and think. You check your emotions, check your ego, let that shit simmer, and you move on strategy before you move on emotion. You know, a lot of people move on emotion, and emotional intelligence is very important. Emotional intelligence is how you react when you in situations of emotional duress. Whether that be, you know, somebody doing something wrong to you or something happening that don't go in your favor, you know, immediately it's only human nature that your emotions are going to get involved. But you don't always have to make moves based on those emotions. You know, it's not wrong to get angry. It's not wrong to get sad. It's not wrong to feel betrayed. But you don't have to act out of betrayal, out of anger, out of sadness, out of desperation. Take those emotions out of the mix when you make your decision. So even if your decision is to get retribution on a person, make sure that you do that strategically, like he did. Because, you know, the average nigga, oh, I'm going to go fuck Fizz up. Next time I see Fizz, it's on, nigga. Next time I see Fizz, he got to catch these hands. Yeah, that's cool in the moment until Fizz sue you, press charges, put your ass in jail. Now you fucked up. But the way he moved, he said, nah, look. Yes, that was fucked up. Yes, I'm perturbed about that. Because I'm sure Omarion probably did feel a way. But he didn't project his emotion. He moved on his logic. He said, nigga, how am I going to get this nigga back? Because a lot of times that's what you do when you feel like you got to get a motherfucker back. It ain't always about getting back emotionally. You know, it's just like how they say about, you know, just the black community as a whole. Like when something happens and motherfuckers go riot, go tear up shit, burn shit down and all that type of shit. A lot of that shit y'all burning is insured. So what did you really gain by having a riot? Like, that's not going to bring back, you know, who got killed. That's not going to cost the officer who did that. That's not going to cost him his job. He's still going to go and do what he do. After you done burnt all that shit down and insurance cover, everything going to go back to what it was. And we back at square one. You know, some of y'all niggas done went to jail behind this shit and everything. Like, you in the worst position than you was in the first place. Because you moved on emotion. Motherfuckers got to learn to move off of strategy. And this shit was like the perfect example of that shit. Like, this nigga moved strategically. And as many times as I'm going to say this shit, I got to give this nigga all the credit for that shit. Because a lot of times, your emotions drop your IQ. You know, like it's a scientific fact.
Right.
When you're angry, you're not as intelligent. You know, you make stupid fucking decisions. You know, when you sad, when you depressed, when you in any emotionally heightened state, nigga, you ain't in your right mind. You say shit that you might not mean. You do shit that you didn't mean to do. You make fucking silly mistakes. You do shit sloppy. But when you sit back, you know, like I said, when you sit back and be like, all right, I'm going to let this shit simmer for a minute. I'm a little pissed off. Like when me and my wife get into it, I don't like to talk to her when I'm mad. So when we at odds with each other, we shut the fuck up. Like we just silent. You know, I'ma see you, I'm still gonna kiss you goodnight and shit like that, but we not finna have no conversations while we pissed off. Because we know, nigga, when you mad, you might say some shit that you wouldn't want said, or something that you wouldn't have said if you wasn't in a fucked up mood. So when you get in situations where something perturbs you, sometimes you gotta sit back and count to 10, or do whatever you do that gets your mind back right. Like me personally, sometimes I like to get on the freeway, turn my music up real loud and drive fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at least a reasonable, safe speed.
Yeah.
You know, but I like to turn my music up and I like to ride. You know, sometimes that put me back in my right mind frame.
Throw that Freddie Gibbs on?
Hell yeah, nigga, that Paul Molive.
Man, I love that track.
Nigga, that Paul Molive put me right where I need to be, nigga. Like, you know, you gotta find your little thing that makes you feel better. And then you can come back and revisit the situation. You know, a lot of times, some situations you have to handle immediately. But that's a small amount of things. Most shit, you can kick back, count to 10, and then revisit the shit. Everything that applies to, that's how you should settle it a lot of times. A lot of motherfuckers is too busy trying to look hard, you know, because a lot of times it's ego shit. You know, oh, that nigga bumped my shoulder. You could have easily been like, you know, my bad, or left it the fuck alone. Because a lot of shit, you could leave that shit the fuck alone. Like certain shit motherfuckers do, if you just left it alone, you'd be a lot better off. You know how many times a motherfucker done put himself in prison because a nigga stepped on his shoe, or looked at his girl, or y'all niggas misinterpreted how y'all looked at each other? Like, nigga, I got this look on my face all the time. So I'm not the type of nigga that if you just caught me looking in your direction, you would assume I liked you. So if I'm sitting here like this, and a motherfucker catch my eye, it might look like I'm looking at him with a fucked up look on my face. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I ain't even looking at you, nigga. I'm just looking in your fucking direction. But niggas could take a look wrong and take that shit to a level that shit never needed to be at. You know, and it's like, that's also the value of communication. You know, sometimes, you know, like I tell niggas, like I've learned through maturity to check my ego a lot of times when niggas come at me with certain shit. Like, just say, hypothetically, I'm sitting here looking, and a motherfucker walk up like, hey, homie, you was looking at me a certain way. Immaturity is like, nigga, fuck you, nigga, I wasn't looking at you, but what the fuck you want to do? But now that I'm mature, it's more like, my bad, homie. I ain't even noticed that, you know, I was looking at you no certain type of way. Like, it is what it is. You know, my bad. Because that's something that a lot of motherfuckers, you know, need to learn to do, is fucking apologize. Right. You know, a lot of motherfuckers, a lot of situations will go a lot better if niggas learn how to just apologize. You know, I did a episode, you know, 5 or 6 shows ago about ego. You know, a lot of times your ego won't allow you to just say, my bad, especially if you feel like it wasn't your fault. Because, you know, like I tell niggas, man, sometimes I might say something that a person takes wrong, and I'll apologize for offending you, even though that wasn't my intent. Right. You know, a lot of time motherfuckers like, I ain't even mean it like that. So instead of just saying my bad, you know, sorry, you know, they want to take that shit into some shit that it don't have to be. And that's, you know, ego. And ego, emotion is always tied to ego. You know, ego is what tells you you're special. Ego is what tells you you're this and you're that. So if somebody tells you something and that doesn't make your ego feel good, your emotion is triggered. Like, oh, well, nigga, you said whoop-de-whoop. Like, no, motherfucker, I'm just saying, nigga, what you said, I didn't like how you said that shit. You didn't like how I said it, my bad. I didn't mean it like that. This is how I meant it. And we moved the fuck on. But a lot of motherfuckers would rather turn it up. And that's what could have happened in the situation with Omarion. Omarion could have easily jumped on Instagram like, fuck that nigga and that bitch. Fuck both of them. This bitch ass slimy nigga, how the fuck you gonna fuck my baby mama? He could have did an hour-long video talking about that shit. Like, that shit could have went a whole different way. You know, like, and shout out to Bow Wow, who I gave props early in our podcasting careers. When homegirl jumped all on him and he played that shit smooth. Because, you know, to me, I give you a lot more props as a man if you able to keep it cool, back up, and react strategically than if you react physically. Because reacting physically is easy. It's easy to react out of anger. It's easy to start a fight. It's easy to swing on a nigga. It's not as easy to be like, all right, nigga, and back up and move strategically. You know, it's a lot more difficult to react with tact or I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. Damn.
It's been a lot of dead, or a lot of men died. You know, the whole bump into your shoulder at the club shit, or wherever, anywhere out. Like, and it's crazy. Like, you know, a lot of people still be alive if all they did was say, "Oh man, I didn't mean it. That was an accident." But you know what I'm saying? When niggas get bumped, like, nigga, what? What you want to do, nigga? And that shit go all the way somewhere else.
Yeah, like, and out here, that happens a lot. Nigga, South Central Los Angeles, boy, oh boy, and shit, the inner cities all across the country. It's niggas locked up because somebody stepped on a nigga's shoe. It's niggas locked up because a motherfucker looked at a nigga wrong across the club. It's niggas locked up because a motherfucker bumped somebody's shoulder and wouldn't say, I'm sorry. Like, nigga, emotional intelligence is a big motherfucking thing. Like, you gotta be able to be intelligent in spite of your emotions. Like, nigga, you can't let your emotions make the moves for you. You can't let your emotions fuck you up. You know, you can't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. Because you only gonna feel that way for a short amount of time. You don't want the consequences to outlast the emotion. And a lot of times the consequences of the actions done under emotional duress are permanent. And emotional duress is temporary. A lot of times you only mad for about 5 or 10 minutes. Just say a nigga step on your fucking shoe and walk the fuck away. You couldn't catch him. Nigga, you ain't even mad no more. Especially after you done drunk a couple drinks, bitch done danced on you, your favorite song came on. You ain't even thinking about that shit. But niggas done reacted emotionally, nigga. You done swung on this nigga. You done got kicked out the party, nigga. The police done came. You done did a night or two in jail. Nigga, your ass could have been partying. You probably would have got some pussy at the end of the night if you wouldn't have fucked the party up because a nigga stepped on your fucking shoe. You know, it's a lot of times that emotional reaction is literally the wrong shit. You know, like, I heard a quote. It basically went like, speak while you mad and you'll make the best speech you'll ever regret. Like, nigga, when you talk out of anger, a lot of times you say some shit that could fuck a whole relationship up, if not in the relationship. And a lot of times it's based on a temporary emotion. Sometimes it's based on the emotion that came from a lie. You know, you heard some shit that wasn't even true. You know, somebody said they saw your girl at the movies with somebody else. Come to find out, it's a bitch that looked like your girl. They just happen to have the same color shirt on or some shit. Now you done called your girl all type of hoes and bitches and, oh, I knew you was a hoe. Niggas already told me about you. Yeah, my homeboy Johnny Ben said he fucked you and all type of shit. Then you find out it wasn't even her. Nigga, you can't unring that bell. You can't put that toothpaste back into that tube. You know, a lot of shit that you do is irreversible based on some shit that ain't even real. Like, sometimes you gotta kick back, get all the information, and react based on reality and not based on what your mind told you to do. You know, because a lot of times your emotion is what shuts logic off. Now you just going off primal fucking instinct. Nigga, you at the intelligence level of a fucking animal now. Because that's what you moving on. You know, a lot of times when you moving on emotion, you moving on animal instincts. And that's not a good place to be a lot of times in a lot of situations. You know, I've been working my whole life to be able to do that shit. Like, be able to back the fuck up off of how I feel and start moving off of what my mind tell me to do. The intellectual side anyway. Like, nigga, do I really need to react off this shit? Does this shit really matter enough for me to do what I think I'm finna do? You know, sometimes, like, and this is, you know, just some bullshit, but like I tell motherfuckers all the time, when you getting ready to talk to a woman, jack off first. Because when you talking to a woman and you horny, that will fuck your game up. Like, there's been times a nigga has been talking to a girl he don't even like. And he's saying some shit that he don't even mean. Because he's trying to get him some. So his mind ain't all the way in it because he's thinking like how, you know, the term has been since before I was born. Thinking with your dick. When you run around here talking to women horny, you thinking with your dick. It's just like how they say you shouldn't go shopping when you hungry. Because, you know, you letting your appetite shop for you. Oh, damn, snacks and cakes. Ooh, this is quick. Ooh, let me go grab some cup of noodles. Nigga, I'm just trying to grab something I could throw in the refrigerator real quick. Like, you shouldn't be making decisions based on those type of feelings. Because a lot of times, you know, your mind ain't working when something else ain't working. Like, I got a coworker who would always say, you can't really think straight when your rent not paid. Basically something that we talk about when we, you know, when we get put on a route that don't make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, man, you know how pissed off you get when your money get fucked up? Because you can't think straight when you hungry, and you can't think straight when your lights ain't on. You can't think straight when your mortgage ain't paid. And it's like, you know, that's why I always believe in backing up off a situation, you know, and taking that situation off my mind when I'm thinking about how I'm going to move, right, even in that situation. Right. You know, because like with a nigga stepping on your shoe, if you sitting here thinking about how your shoe is fucked up, all your thought is I'm going to react to the nigga who stepped on my shoe. If you could sit back for a minute and be like, is it worth me taking off on this nigga? Or can I just go home, hit this shit with the Jason mark and be straight? You know, a lot of times, a lot of these situations that we react to and go big on, it's some shit with a simple fucking solution. But we wasn't even thinking about the simple solution. We wasn't even thinking this is small. Like what niggas love to say when they go big on some shit, it's the principle. It was the principle. Oh no, see y'all only looking at the shoe. Fuck the shoe, it's the principle. When you say shit like that, all that's saying is it's my ego. Cause fuck the shoe. Okay, we gonna take the shoe out of the fucking equation. Okay, what really is it? Principle? What is principle? It's your fucking ego. Because at the end of the day, a nigga stepping on your shoe is literally just your shoe. He didn't break your foot. He didn't kill your mom. He didn't take no money out your pocket. It's a fucking shoe. 9 times out of 10, the type of niggas who get mad about a shoe that stepped on got 80 other pair at the house.
Facts.
Like, nigga, I get mad that nigga step on my shoe, nigga. Yeah, I got 100 pair, nigga, but you stepped on these. I like these too, nigga. But at the end of the day, it's just a fucking shoe. Nigga, I got bills and
just
shit.
Just the fucking shit.
Exactly, nigga. I got bills and shit at the house, nigga.
Niggas be on my bumper because I wear my Yeezys to work. And I'm like, nigga, I have to be comfortable at work.
Yeah.
Like I got a pair of white ones, nigga, that didn't turn like gray. And I'm like, nigga, they work shoes now. I can't wear these out like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's comfortable. Like, it's niggas that do construction that buy $250 boots.
Them Red Wings.
Red Wings. You have to be comfortable.
Hell yeah, nigga. You know.
But a shoe is a shoe. A shoe was made to get fucked up, you know.
Nigga, there are Yeezys under this table, nigga.
They made to get tore up. Like, nigga, shoes don't last forever.
Nigga, there's been times I've been sitting here speaking on this microphone and I look down, I'm stepping on a pair of Yeezys on accident, nigga. I'm like, oh, what? Nigga, hey, nigga, you got Yeezys under the chair.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, shit, nigga. If you have stuff in life, like, shit like that don't matter.
Nigga, it's at least $700 worth of shoes under this table that we talking on right now. Nigga, I got some Jordan 6s by my left foot, some He Got Game 13s by my right foot. It's some Yeezys over there by that nigga feet.
Got the dead stock.
Yeah, he got the bread 11s right here in his hand.
That don't come out till next month.
Nigga, let me see. Nigga, because I'm going to eventually put this shit on YouTube. Nigga, these just sitting under the table, nigga, like to be stepped on. Some brand new size 13s. I could wear these motherfuckers.
Get y'all a pair next month on the 14th.
Yeah, nigga, y'all gonna be waiting for these motherfuckers.
Oh, it's this month now.
Yeah, they sitting here right the fuck here. These come out, this is the Christmas release?
They come out like a week before Christmas.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, nigga, and they just sitting under the fucking table because they just shoes.
Just shoes.
You know, it's material bullshit.
Yep.
You know, some people put more value on it than need be. Like, niggas is gonna get killed over them motherfuckers. Like, that's the saddest part of all this shit. When them motherfuckers come out, whenever they come out on the 22nd or whatever. 14th.
Yeah.
It's gonna be motherfuckers standing in a long ass line at the mall. Somebody gonna cut somebody's spot. And it's gonna be drama. Behind a spot in line. A nigga stepped in front of you in the line. And the fucked up part of that whole shit is you probably still would have got your pair if y'all niggas wouldn't have got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one spot in line. But niggas cannot separate emotion from a situation. And motherfuckers got to learn to get over that shit, man. Like, you know, I always believe in trying not to take myself too serious. And that's a big thing when it comes to ego. You know, when we got ego, we take ourselves super fucking serious. Like, we can't take shit as, nigga, it is what it is. I got better things to worry about. Hell no, nigga, it's the principal. Nigga, fuck that shit. I ain't even worried about the principal at my high school. I damn sure ain't finna be worried about some bullshit situation that I'm gonna get over. You know, I tell niggas, man, you know, your life is bigger than this fucking situation. So don't throw it away because of this situation. You know, these motherfuckers get into it in these lines for these stupid ass fucking sandwiches. Like, the nigga who got stabbed in that Popeyes for the sandwich.
Oh my goodness.
It wasn't the sandwich.
It's the principality.
Exactly. It was a spot in line. A nigga cut him in line, and instead of being like, all right, nigga, I'll just get my sandwich 48 seconds later, he stabbed the nigga. Now it's two motherfuckers off the street behind a spot in line. Fuck the sandwich. It was ego. Nigga, you got stabbed behind principles. You didn't get stabbed behind a fucking sandwich. But it looked good in the headline, so nigga, you got stabbed over a fucking sandwich. But if that was a spot in line for some Jordans, that same nigga probably still would have stabbed you. If that was a line for a fucking EBT card, that nigga probably still would have stabbed you. But whatever it is, nigga, it was an emotional reaction to a temporary situation that has permanent fucking consequences. And motherfuckers gotta stop doing that shit. Like, niggas gotta learn to get that emotion out of shit, because it's not wrong to take something the wrong way. It's not wrong to be offended. It's not wrong to be pissed off. You know, I get pissed off at shit. I get mad at shit. I complain about shit. I talk shit. It's a lot of times when somebody do something I don't like, and I immediately, motherfucker, this is some bullshit. Fuck this nigga. But I don't react off that shit.
Right.
Like, nigga, my wife would tell you, nigga, like, if I come to work and they tell me to go somewhere I really didn't want to go, trust me, I'm going to be on the phone talking big shit.
But you ain't gonna let
I
that
ain't
shit
gonna
take.
do shit.
All right.
Nigga.
It's bigger than you.
Exactly. Nigga, this emotional reaction that I want to do, it's not going to be conducive to me paying my bills. It's not going to be conducive to me taking care of my family.
Right.
So even though I want to go up in this office and beat the shit out of everybody in there, even though I want to quit or do any other shit based on how I feel at the time, I can't do that because I got a fucking family to feed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's, you know, full motherfucking circle to the Icebox challenge. Mr. Omarion, he could have did 1,000 different fucking things. But that nigga moved strategically. And he helped himself and got revenge the same fucking time. Like, that's the best type of revenge. The best revenge in the world is success. Because it helps you and hurts the motherfucker that you mad at. It hurts the motherfucker that's mad at you. It ain't nothing worse than seeing the motherfucker who you hate with a big ass smile on their face. That shit burns a motherfucker up. A motherfucker who can't stand your ass hate to see a picture of you smiling and laughing. It's just like when you in a relationship, you and your girl beefing. Mm-hmm. Nigga, what's gonna piss you the fuck off more than anything? That bitch is over here somewhere laughing. Talking on the phone, laughing.
Everything is funny as fuck at wartime.
Fuck you laughing at, bitch.
Slap that fucking phone out your head.
Hell yeah, nigga. Fuck so funny.
Yeah.
I'm over here pissed off. You laugh. The fuck you laughing at?
You playing me for cheap.
Exactly, nigga. Like, you don't want to see no motherfucker that you mad at with a smile on their face. So when it comes to situations where somebody do some foul shit to you, my nigga, succeed on they bitch ass. Nigga, that's my favorite fucking flex. That's my favorite revenge. That's the reason I was so happy to see what Omarion did. Cause, ooh, y'all niggas gonna be sick when you realize this tour gonna sell out. I'ma get big old fat money. Especially it's money y'all niggas coulda got. If your ass knew how to act. But you wanna be a little bitch. So you and Apryl, y'all go ahead and have your little fun and go post your little pictures on Instagram. And I'm going to go ahead and make this $20 million.
Get this big stupid bag.
Hell yeah, nigga. I'm going to go ahead and get these millions while y'all motherfuckers go over there and post your little pictures with your bitch ass. Fuck y'all. Like, nigga, that shit was, nigga, I stood up, nigga, like, after a fucking opera and shit. When them motherfuckers be, the clap starts slow and, nigga, God damn it, Omarion. Nigga.
I low-key wanted to buy a ticket just because. I probably wasn't going to go, but on the strength of, I know Fizz ain't getting the money.
Hey, nigga, I swear to God, nigga, I was telling one of my coworkers, like, nigga, I want to go to the show. Like, nigga, I ain't never been a B2K fan. I ain't never been a fan of Omar. I ain't never been a fan of none of that shit. But now, I damn near followed that nigga on Instagram. I was like, nigga, I was finna make him my profile picture on IG, but I'm like, nah, niggas gonna clown. But nigga,
there's a couple of things. I liked it. I liked it. Omarion, some of his singles, and I followed that nigga after that.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, nigga. Hey, I was finna follow him on Instagram. I'm like, hey, nigga.
I say, yo, that nigga making calculated moves like that, hey, nigga, I'm here for it.
Exactly, nigga. I said, nigga, the Icebox challenge, my nigga.
Oh, man.
That shit is fucking amazing. I hope that go viral, nigga. The Icebox challenge. Nigga, if somebody do some bullshit to you, nigga, fuck reacting emotionally, nigga. Double back and get money on they motherfucking ass. Nigga, fuck swinging on a nigga. Fuck talking shit. Fuck getting on Instagram live and, you know, murder mouthing a nigga. Double back and get money. Nigga, post a picture of your ass with some money that you made. Like, nigga, that was the ultimate form of motherfucking revenge. I was proud to be a Scorpio that day. I was like, yeah, that's some Scorpio shit. Cause, you know, any motherfucker that really knows Scorpios know, nigga, we love revenge, my nigga. I'm addicted to revenge. Like, that shit is, nigga, it's worth it for a nigga to do some bullshit for me to be able to get back at his motherfucking ass.
Right.
And it's fantastic to see a nigga get back like that. Nigga, you got revenge and you didn't have to go to jail?
That's one of the best ones, man.
Man, that shit is amazing, my nigga. Like, nigga, you get all the props in the world from me. Like, nigga, that's air horns and bombs and all that shit. Like, man, nigga. And especially the thought of Lil Fizz knowing what them checks hitting like.
And it's funny because he made a post, I think, prior to that coming out, and it was like something about on the phone.
On the phone with your BM, and he deleted it. Yeah.
Niggas like, okay. Marion's like, haha, I got something for you on your birthday, nigga.
Hit his ass with the tuh in all capital letters, nigga.
All caps, nigga. And he socked it to that nigga pocket.
Yeah, because nigga, it was like a post that they said that Omarion put, and he tagged all them like, see y'all on the Millennium 2020 tour. And people is like, come on, Omarion, how the fuck you gonna let this nigga do all this and you gonna let him come on tour and get money? He said, no, I mean, I'm gonna see him on tour. They won't be on stage, but I'll see him.
Yeah, you'll see Omarion. Y'all gonna see me.
Yeah, nigga, y'all gonna see me on tour.
B2K gonna be there. I'm a part of B2K. You know?
Yeah, B2K might be there. They ain't gonna be performing, but they might be there.
Nigga, I don't even know what them other niggas do.
Nigga says B2K gonna be there. Yeah, if they buy tickets.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, they want to be in VIP in front row.
Yeah, nigga, shit, nigga, I got some passes for them. They gonna come be backstage.
You seen the video of what's the other nigga name? Bug.
J Bug when he was eating cereal.
Nah, not that one. When he was on live Instagram and somebody said did he mess up everything Fizz? He was like, man, nah, he didn't. He's like, he only messed up about 90%. It was about 90% his fault. Somebody back was like, God damn, nigga, that's a lot.
Hell yeah.
He was laughing. That nigga was like, man, January, February, April, March. You know what I'm saying? He said April name in there. So I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
January, February, whatever them niggas.
Yeah,
January, February, March, April, whatever the fuck way he said.
Hell yeah, nigga. April marching they ass right into the poorhouse. Fucking they whole shit up.
Hey, yeah, that is similar to the Beatles and Yoko Ono. Yoko Ono? Yeah,
Yoko Ono with John Lennon.
Yeah.
Fucked the whole group up.
Well, the group was fucked up before them, but this fucked up their bag. It's similar, almost similar. Like,
yeah.
And she like, bro, like, and you know she ran through. Like, she said everybody on that fucking.
Mm-hmm.
She got a list of people that she's dealt with.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. Like, like I said earlier about jacking off before you talk to a woman. Like, Lil Fizz reacted off of horniness. He let his dick make the decision. Like when you make decisions with your dick, this is the consequence of it. Like, you can choose the sin, but you can't choose the consequence. I'm sure I've said that more than a lot of times on this show. Nigga, what you do is easy. The reaction to that shit ain't got shit to do with you. So yeah, nigga, it was easy to go and fuck somebody baby mama. That shit cost your ass at least a hot 7-digit number. I'm sure this is an expensive mistake. And the fucked up part is, nigga, you ain't just fuck it up for you. You fucked it up for J Bug and the basketball head nigga. Fucking Krillin from Dragon Ball Z.
I think said the basketball. What's that? That's the one that was getting.
Yeah, he got that thick ass head, nigga. The one who was getting fucked by Chris Strokes.
What was that nigga name? Raspberry.
Yeah, Raspberry. Yeah, that nigga. He fucked Raspberry money up. Like, nigga, all behind thinking with your dick. You know how many bad bitches these niggas could have been fucking on? All the women in the world, and you had to fuck your group mate's baby mama? Like, come on, dog. Bitches done had you niggas posters on their walls for like the last 10, 15 years. And instead of going to get any other woman, you had to fuck on your bandmate's woman. Like, nigga, that's on you. I have zero remorse for Lil Fizz. Like, nigga, I'm enjoying watching this nigga fail. Like, they were saying that shit on the Joe Budden podcast. The fact that Omarion did all this on Lil Fizz's birthday was even better. Like, just watching this nigga do this shit. Like, nigga, your birthday is now Omarion Day. Whenever your birthday comes, just think about this nigga announcing this fucking tour your ass ain't finna be on.
Right.
Like, nigga, that shit was great. I hope this nigga do some shit like this every year on Lil Fizz's birthday. Like, that shit was hilarious. I'm like, man, I'm here for it.
I don't even think they're gonna last long. This shit is like a fling.
But that's what I'm saying, though, my nigga. Like I said, temporary shit. These is permanent consequences to a temporary motherfucking emotional move. You moved off of being horny, and now look at you. This shit done cost you millions. Like, nigga, motherfuckers can't move like that. Like, you can't be moving off of some shit that's fleeting. Being horny is fleeting. Nigga, you've heard the term post-nut clarity?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, you thought this bitch was bad than a motherfucker. You was telling her all types of shit till after you hit. And this is something that I tell women a lot. Like, niggas is finna tell you everything that you want to hear before they fuck. Everything. You finna get a nigga best motherfucking behavior until he get the pussy. You don't know this nigga until after he get the pussy. Because when we, trying to finesse you and talk to you and saying all this beautiful shit, it's like, yeah, baby, I want to do this. I want to just do right by you. All this good shit, man. I can't even see nobody else. You the only woman for me. Till a nigga get them draws. Now all of a sudden you ain't as cute as you was earlier.
Right.
Your ass ain't fat like it was at first. You ain't as sexy as you was at first. Because after a nigga get that nut, now he got that clarity. Now he done got that cum off his brain. He like, you know what? Nah, you ain't all that. All of a sudden, nigga don't answer his phone no more. Hello? This nigga used to call me 4 times a day. Now I call him and he don't even answer. Post-nut clarity. He was thinking with his dick. Now he thinking with his brain. Now you ain't as cute as your ass was before a nigga fuck. A lot of times you gotta look at another motherfucker's mind frame when dealing with them. Like, this was a post that I made on Instagram probably like 3 or 4 years ago. The difference between attitude and mood. Your mood is something that lasts, like me. I consider myself to be a person that is happy. But my mood ain't always good. Sometimes I'm in a fucked up mood. Sometimes I'm in a fucked up mood for nothing.
Right.
Like, I literally just woke up, wasn't feeling good.
Fuck these niggas.
Exactly. Nigga. And you can't look at that as who a person is. Sometimes, and this is a thing that comes with first impressions. I've met people and they mood was fucked up.
Right.
So I'm like, this nigga's a fucking asshole. Like, nigga, I said, what's up? Nigga didn't say shit back. Like, sometimes when you meet a motherfucker, if your mood ain't right, they'll take that as who you are. And that's not always the truth, because sometimes you catch a motherfucker in the wrong mood. And again, like, this is fleeting shit that you can't always take as who a person is. Like, if I catch somebody and say, they just lost a close relative or they best friend or shit, even they dog just died, you're not gonna get that person's best mood.
Right.
They not gonna be the most welcoming to you. You know, so sometimes, like I tell people, when I meet people, I might have to give them a second chance. You know, sometimes I might meet you and, you know, go for the handshake and you kind of, you know, I get, hey man, what's up? How you doing? And you kind of like, whatever, and blow a nigga off.
I'm big on energy. Like if I meet somebody and like their energy is different, like I pick up on it, but okay, so we standoffish right now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What up, dog? Yeah, what up? Keep it pushing. You know, if somebody, you know, choose to be like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, okay, cool. Like I'll have a better mood than I'm gonna reflect whatever you putting out. Whatever you putting out, you gonna get that same shit back. You disrespect, we disrespecting you. You cool, happy? Okay, cool. We sitting politic and whatever the case happen. I'm real big on energy, dog.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, and see, like for me, like that's how I am. But I also believe in, you know, basically trying to catch you maybe in a better mood. Because sometimes I've met people and it's been like that. Like they gave me a fucked up vibe, and me being the person that I am, I believe in communication. So if I catch the wrong vibe from you, sometimes I'll maybe ask you or say something to the effect of like, man, you know, maybe you ain't in the right mood. You know, I'll catch you later on. You know, maybe, you know, I could tell you might be going through something or something. So, man, I'll highlight you later. You know, maybe we can do this another time. You know, whether that be a date, a first meeting, or anything of that nature. Because, you know, sometimes that first impression with certain people could be something of value. So, you know, like on my last episode about how you present yourself, you know, sometimes if you ain't in the best of moods, you might want to call some shit off. Like, I would hate to be getting ready to go on a date with a woman and I woke up on the wrong side of the fucking bed. And I really like her. Like, that could fuck the whole shit up. Like, you know, like, let me catch you when I'm in a better mood. And me personally, I'll tell you, like, maybe we should do this maybe like next week. Like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I don't even want to do you like that. Because me, when I'm in a fucked up mood, I'm not a cool motherfucker to be around. Like I'm just straight up about it. My wife know. Like nigga, when my mood bad.
Yeah, you gotta niggas need space out here, man.
Yeah, nigga, I'm not charismatic, I'm not funny, I'm not engaging, I'm an asshole.
Hey, you know, it's funny, like, I know, I used to be pissed, and I was with my ex, nigga, she'd be like, she knew I was pissed, because I had a Brother Lynch hung bumping, nigga, Southside.
Nigga say, play that.
Nigga.
You know, the piss tunes.
Nigga, I'll be Southside Sacramento up when I'm pissed, nigga, that should be loud, I don't give a fuck, like, you know, and I gotta stop, like, I stopped that shit now, but I used to play that shit, nigga, I'll be smashing, woo, nigga, driving crazy to the motherfucker.
Yeah, I used to have a little fuck everybody mix, little playlist of, yeah, nigga, this the shit I play when I want to fuck somebody up. Let me go ahead and throw this on. Remember that Don't Fuck Around by Fiend?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You fuck with Fiend, huh?
Yeah, when I used to get pissed off, nigga, that was the anthem.
I fuck with Fiend. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Don't Fuck Around and Pastor Troy. This the City.
This the City, Pastor Troy?
Yeah.
That's the one he was dissing Master P.
Yeah. But that one was subliminal.
Oh, okay. It wasn't all
We Ready is
We Ready. That's the one I'm talking about. We Ready.
Yeah, We Ready is the one where he but nah, This the City, the way that little beat dropped, that was some killer nigga music. I had a CD with that shit written on it. Like, nigga, when I get pissed off, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this on.
But see, the thing is, like, you can channel that anger or that energy into the music. Like, instead of doing some stupid shit, like, you'll just be like, okay, let me throw this shit on. Yeah, sometimes it would have to reach that point, but a lot of times, man, you gotta just be like, man.
Yeah, put it into your art.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I said about finding something that gets you out of that emotional place.
Yeah.
Some people create music. Some people write. Some people rap. You know, some motherfuckers draw, paint. whatever you do that gets you out of your mood.
Podcast episodes.
Yeah, go do that. Do a podcast episode and don't release it.
Well, I got a couple episodes that's not released.
Yeah, because I'm like, nigga, there's some shit you might have to delete, nigga. You might say some shit out of anger on the podcast, nigga, and the rest will be history.
I actually got some historical episodes. I gotta find them joints. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
funny.
Nikki have said South Sac, Iraq.
South Sac, Iraq.
Man, I'm telling you, but yeah, nigga, like
she from Sacramento.
No shit.
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, I had some cousins out there. Shout out to Oak Park.
Oh, okay, the red side, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, man, I had some family out there, fucking in Oakland and shit. But yeah, just as far as everything that we've been talking about, like when it comes to your emotions, there's nothing wrong with having emotion. Like I'm not saying like you gotta figure out a way not to get angry. You have to figure out how not to be sad. Hell no, nigga. You a fucking weirdo if something happens and it doesn't piss you off. If you don't get mad, sad, angry, offended, or any of that type of shit, even, when it comes to miscommunication, because, a lot of times somebody say something to you and it don't matter what a motherfucker mean.
Right.
Sometimes you might not take it the right way. They might have said something and had all the best intentions, but the way you heard it wasn't the right shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not wrong to have miscommunication. But when it's all said and done, when all the shit happens and your emotions take you over, you got to learn to back the fuck up off of that and react when your mind is back where it's supposed to be. Whether you count to 10 or whether you have to go and, play Summer Walker real loud or, whatever you do. Because, women.
Fuck Summer Walker.
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck that punk ass bitch. Ugly version of the fucking pretty hoe. But I'm just saying, women, every year they got one. They got that one album that they play when it's fuck niggas. Whether that should be, remember Fantasia? Fantasia had an anthem. My ex used to love that shit.
Fantasia had some shit?
Nigga, I remember if you don't want me, then don't talk to me and all that type of shit.
You know which one used to be one back in the day, that Mary J.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song? That
Not Gonna Cry?
Yeah, Not Gonna Cry. What's
and the one off the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. No, that was Not Gonna Cry, huh? 11 years and all that shit. Yeah.
Your lover and your secretary.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you gotta go and play that music real loud, do that first. Before you go and bust a nigga windows and cut his tires up, Jasmine Sullivan and all that shit, you can listen to the songs. But you bust the wrong nigga tires, that nigga gonna bust your fucking eye socket.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you did this thinking that was gonna make you feel better. He did something to make himself feel better. Like, you can't always react off of what your emotions tell you to do. We got a big problem with that shit, and we need to get over that shit. Just as a fucking community. Like, when shit happens that's not in our favor, we gotta stop reacting emotionally. We're gonna have to start reacting strategically as a person and as a people. And I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Yung Dolemite of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with the super producer, Ben Ready.
Yes, sir.
If you would like to support us financially, it is patreon.com/Townhouse Media. Town E House Media. Support all the Townhouse Media podcasts. Seriously, not another podcast. Friday nights at 9 p.m. Y'all coming back February.
Yeah, we'll be back February.
Shout out to the No Rules podcast. No Rules with a Z. They are Wednesday evenings at 5 p.m. Pacific. Cat versus Dog podcast. 3 p.m. Pacific on Sundays, and Too Much Game live at 5 p.m. every motherfucking Sunday. Sometimes I be late. Sometimes both our shows be late. But we gonna be here though.
And always on time.
Hell yeah, nigga. We might not be here when you call us, but we always on time. We on all streaming platforms. So even if your ass is late, go to any streaming platform. Wherever you listen to podcasts, we on that shit.
Tabernacle.
All that. Church, mosque, motherfucking temple, sanctuary.
Shrine.
All that shit. Shit, I think that's it, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, fuck it. Y'all already know. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too Much Game.